You've probably lost an argument this week, not because you were wrong, not because the other person was smarter, but because someone, maybe even you, pulled out a broken argument and presented it with Olympic-level confidence. We argue every day. Online, at work, at family dinners where Uncle Dave becomes a constitutional scholar after 2 light beers. In comment sections we absolutely should not care about, but somehow do. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most arguments don't fall apart because people are evil or stupid. They fall apart because of fallacies. A fallacy is just a mistaken reasoning. It sounds smart, it feels convincing, it might even get applause, but logically, it's held together with duct tape and vibes. So let us go through the top 10 fallacies you should avoid, unless your goal is to win arguments by accident and ruin Thanksgiving. 1. The straw man. This is when you twist someone's argument into something weaker, so you can knock it down easily. Person A. I think we should have some regulations. Person B. Oh, so you want total government control and to ban happiness? No, that's not what they said. You built a scarecrow version of their argument and bravely defeated it. Congratulations. Debate what they actually said, not the exaggerated villain version in your head. 2. Ad hominem. This is when you attack the person instead of the argument. That's a dumb idea. Well, you're dumb. Ah, yes. The intellectual heavyweight move. Someone's personality, haircut, job, or follower count doesn't determine whether their logic works. Attack the argument, not the human delivering it. 3. False dilemma. This is the either or trap. You're either with us or against us. You either love this movie or you hate art. Life is rarely that binary. Most issues have more than 2 options. If someone frames a complicated topic like it's a coin flip, you're probably being oversold. Reality has more settings than just on and off. 4. Slippery slope. If we allow this one thing, society will collapse. Sure, sometimes small actions lead to bigger consequences, but not every minor decision leads to civilization living in caves again. If someone predicts the apocalypse from a policy change about parking meters, slow down. Ask them to connect the dots with evidence, not imagination. 5. Appeal to authority. A famous expert said this, so it must be true. Experts are important. They know things, but even smart people can be wrong. And being brilliant in one field doesn't make you correct in all fields. If a famous physicist tells you how to bake sourdough, maybe double-check the recipe. Arguments need evidence, not just impressive resumes. 6. Bandwagon fallacy. Everyone believes this. Everyone. At one point, everyone believed the Earth was the center of the universe. Popularity is not proof. It just means something spreads well. Truth isn't decided by likes, retweets, or how loud the crowd is. If that were true, middle school would have been a flawless system. 7. Hasty generalization. You meet 2 rude people from one city and conclude, wow, everyone from there is terrible. That's like tasting one bad French fry and declaring potatoes a global failure. Small sample sizes create big misunderstandings. A few examples don't represent millions of people. Your brain loves patterns, even when they're imaginary. 8. Circular reasoning. This one sounds smart, but goes nowhere. This rule is good because it's the right thing to do. And we know it's right because it's good. That's not proof. That's a hamster wheel. The conclusion just repeats itself with different wording. If you can't step outside the statement to prove it, you're not arguing, you're echoing. 9. Red herring. This is distraction. You're debating school budgets, and suddenly someone says, well, what about crime rates? Important. Maybe. Relevant to the current topic? Not necessarily. A red herring drags the conversation sideways so no one has to finish the original point. If the topic suddenly swerves like a shopping cart with a bad wheel, you might be chasing a distraction. 10. False equivalence. This is when 2 things are treated as equal, even though they clearly aren't. Comparing a minor mistake to a major crime. Saying both sides are the same when one action is obviously more extreme. Not everything deserves equal weight just because it exists. A paper cut and a broken arm are not the same injury. Even though both involve skin, here's the bigger point. Fallacies don't just weaken arguments. They weaken trust. They turn discussions into noise. They reward confidence over clarity. And the scary part, we all use them sometimes. The goal isn't to win arguments. It's to think clearly. When you learn to spot these fallacies in others, and especially in yourself, something changes. You slow down, you listen better, you become harder to manipulate, and you stop getting dragged into debates that go nowhere. Clear thinking is rare, and rare things are powerful. So next time you're in an argument, whether it's online, at work, or across the dinner table from Uncle Dave, pause. Ask yourself, am I making a real argument? Or am I just confidently swinging a logical pool noodle? Think better, argue better, live better.